Midwest, where he was raised, throwing and completing to Goddard for a first. So
it's unbelievable, and that's where the quarterback's going to take the blame, and he does have to play better. But this whole thing, it's just been tough for anybody who'd be playing back there.
Throws that one into the ground as two. Packers were converging on him.
The skill position is not quite as good. That's why the tight ends are so huge for this team, to have both those guys healthy.
2nd and 10. Good play by Carson as he picks up the first down, and Zach Ertz gets on the board with a catch for 11. Got a first down. This time, the Packers get the tackle behind the line with.
Green Bay likes against running teams. They like dime and nickel, a lot of little guys. I think you'll see them change that up today, Jim.
Going to run it on 2nd and 13. We'll get back the yards they lost on the previous play. It was Sanders. They picked up 41 yards to 13 plays and taking 7 minutes off the clock. 3rd and 10. Wentz lofts it. Oh, would that be a flag? Trying to drop it in there for Scott. It looked like maybe there had been a little bit of a grab of the arm by Kirksey, but no call.
But you're going to see the ending play and say that's a good place to have. Well, sometimes you just find that new soft spot in the pocket.
52 yards, Elliott. And the kick is good, and for the first time in 4 games, the Eagles actually hold a lead.
Oh, wow.
Just on Monday night, and here's the kick down to the 2-yard line. Irvin sidesteps one, hit, and gets it back to the touchback area at the 25. And here he is, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, you can see the numbers. I think it's going to come down to those two, and it's hard to figure out which one deserves it more right now. They both have been sensational. Oh, we got a little mishap as Aaron Jones unable to get it cleanly, and Cox and others are on him, dropping him back at the 19-yard line on a loss of 6. There's Rodgers. Here they come, and they bury him back at the 10. That defensive front, really the strength of maybe the entire Philadelphia roster. It's a 3rd and 22. Shovel pass to Jones. Tries to unleash a stiff arm, but they'll be well short of the first. Oh boy, and Jacksonville, led by Mike Lennon down the field, got a touchdown and a 2 with about a minute to go in regulation to tie it, but that's 11 straight losses for Jacksonville after an opening week win. The punt by Scott. And that goes out of bounds. After driving them to a field goal, they got an end around with Rager. Got Goddard in front of him, and he steps out after a gain of about 11. For 33 snaps the whole year, that's 3 a game. So it's not what people have perceived it to be. Maybe he'll get more action today. We'll see. Here it is to Ward. Nice move to cut for a gain of about 8. Went down to Miami, started the year down there. They waived him. They signed him back here at his former team on the practice squad. He's going to get a handle. And he's got a first down, and he had a monster game here last year, week 4. He had 115 scrimmage yards. Familiar with the teammates. He's got it again. And he bounces off Clark and tumbles for about 2.
You know, the teams who have been able to kind of keep the ball and run, that's the way that they're going to lose.
2nd and 8. And something that's been so familiar. Wentz goes down on a sack.
And he's coming on. I really like him. I feel like he's taking that leap. You know, he had a good offseason, as silly as that sounds, by himself, getting ready.
3rd and 11. More pressure. Has Wentz trying to hide, but nowhere to go. And that sack takes him out of field goal range.
As you can tell, he's not happy right there, but
lost a great chance to have at least a field goal out of it. The Packer defense comes up with a couple of plays, and the punt by Johnston goes out of bounds at the 12. 29-yard punt. Rodgers only 3 plays so far, trotting back on the field.
Then he's looking, finding out, and then they motion again. they just hand off over there, Jim? Moving back and forth in front of you.
2nd and 9. How do you stop Devontae Adams? And there he is. He has been absolutely amazing.
You know, it's just really neat to see a guy play at this level and almost change a little bit what he used to be. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a little different for Rodgers.
24 yards to Adams on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 Eagles after 1. And had 5 takeaways. Toss and up the middle and bouncing outside is Jones before he's twisted down near the 42. 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw it and complete it to Lazard, who steps out. And 2 of them tangling there. If Arizona loses, Minnesota would be in the number 7 spot by days in. There's a completion back to Adams for 13 more.
Really anywhere on the field. I mean, short, long, medium routes.
Play action, and again unloading it quickly, and a diving grab by Lazard, his 2nd catch on this series.
Yeah, they did. And the thing that stands out to me, they're all phenomenal throwers of the football.
Nice run by Jones for a 1st down. New downs from the 24, and Jones, another good run by him after bobbling that first handle. He's run hard. He's got another 6 or 7.
It's not a bad month.
Rodgers will like to be throwing in February. I know that. He might have the team to do it. Down in Tampa in the Big Bowl. Singleton looking across from that Philly defense. Out of empty. Open. Jones. Ankle tackle. Brings him down. Epps. Got a new center today. Here's the toss to Tunyon. What a find he has been. And Robert Tunyon gets it to about the 3. And he'll be snapping about shotgun on 2nd and goal. 5 Pass to Adams. They say he was down before the goal line in 6 consecutive games.
I mean, it's a perfect throw on the side low. Oh,
look at that, how he caught it. That's the right call, too.
It wasn't caught. It was gone, and then it was caught. Caught, not caught, caught. It's a great job.
3rd and goal.
19.
No flag. As Rodgers was trying to go right back and get that touchdown streak for Adams extended.
But to me, I mean, you're going to have to run the ball, or you're going to have to pass it or do a jet sweep here. There's no way you're going to get in running.
4th and goal, and it is caught. Adams pulls it down. And that makes it 7 straight games. On Sunday night against Chicago, it just happened to be a touchdown catch at that. Crosby's extra point is good, and I mentioned just a population of 105,000. Scott looks left, runs right, dives down at the 21. 10
return.
Interceptions.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 52. 10-yard penalty. Philadelphia ball. 1st down.
A little what?
That's just a cheesy attempt, I guess you could say.
Was that
sum up his career?
Was that a second cheesy attempt with cheese?
Fromage. You know it.
This is a discussion between him and Mahomes, which everyone thought was over a few weeks ago, and Rodgers is playing at a crazy high level right now that him and Mahomes really are in the NFL. Limit the number of opportunities in a game he gets.
So let's see what happened here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Reverts to the first down.
Sayamalo doing a good job of selling it. Keep it for 14 plays and on the brink of getting it right back again. So now a first down. Dangerous throw. More credible right now for that than Stefanski.
I agree.
Rounds 9 and 3.
Very impressive what they've done, and they're still going.
All that coming up on Verizon halftime report. 3rd and 7. Got to get to the 31. Packers bringing it. Wentz, for a 10th consecutive game, is sacked for at least 3 times. And we're still early in this one. And it's 2 sacks on 3rd down, 3 overall. Can you imagine 10 straight games being decked at least 3 times?
It's a rough world at that position in Philly right now.
It hasn't happened for Philly since, I think, 1978. And they got a couple of flags out on the return.
Well, that's 49 sacks on the year now, right?
During the kick. Holding. Receiving team number 25. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. Green Bay ball. First down.
Well, Rodgers right there. See the motion? He's gaining basically understanding of what the defense is in. Sends the next one, and then goes right back to that handoff we said, Jim.
Yep, it's Williams. What a strong duo they have between Jones and Williams. 2nd and 9. Lofts it perfectly. Mercedes Lewis, the former Jaguar.
He gets a screen, scores a touchdown, stuff comes up.
Rodgers, same kind of rollout. Options not there. He's going to dive down. And it'll be a loss of 1. So it goes down as a sack. It's just amazing to see how much velocity he gets. All these different angles in the way that he throws it. Again, Mahomes is like that too. They can figure out all kinds of arm angles. See what he does here. 2nd and 11. There's no flick.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Picks up good yardage too with Malik Taylor.
He's had that a long time.
Yep, never played football. Wasn't allowed to play football. Parents wouldn't let him play until the 8th grade. Baseball and basketball player before that. Hall of Famer now in this sport. First ballot. Coming out of the 2-minute warning. To Williams. Takes on the 2. Maddox and Singleton's got 4.
Well, he's a master craftsman now. You know what I mean? He knows all the rules of it. He just had to learn all of it. It's a little bit like Brady in Tampa, right, Jim? Where it's like last year it was just like you're running plays, but he'd run the same route and a guy split.
3rd and 4. Stepping back and going for the end zone. Wide open. Tunyon has another touchdown. To Robert Tunyon, or as Nathaniel Hackett called him, Bobby.
Look at him. He's right here. Now watch Rodgers. He's going to go ahead and have to buy time. See how he resets? And then just a flick of the wrist. But that's the quarterback knowing where the soft spot in the pocket is.
So the Packers with 2 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter. One coming on a 4th down throw. This one on a 3rd down play. Tunyon in the end zone for the 8th time this year. Getting to feel a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. That pass a little bit out of reach. I love it.
That's a great story. You know, he was in the CFL, right?
Yeah, Canadian Football League player. Yep.
Great player over there.
He went to Hightower on the last pass, trying to buy time, going to go around Clark. He's got a first down, scrambling out of the pocket for 14. Able to find Goddard, who finds the first down yardage.
You know, tight ends aren't supposed to, alignment aren't, but this team just feels like they're slower than the other team, like you said.
Wentz in the grasp, running the total for the season to 50 now, allowed by the Eagles. Oh, and Sanders lost his footing.
A couple games in a row there, 3 games in a row now.
Yes.
I mean, that feels like 6 months to the people in the organization, because they're not going to allow that to keep happening.
3rd and 16. Running, and picking up 4. And that'll run out the time in the first half. Once again, we warned you, Green Bay dominant in the second quarter. They were today. And Elliott sends it. And now coming right out. Looking deep. And heaving it deep. Oh, and it's in and out of the arms. That would have been about a 55-yard play. And now Aaron Jones into the arms of T.J. Edwards. Jim Schwartz defense. And they just found a way to come up with some old school bend but don't break defense, and they won the game. Here's the pass, and Tunyon not turning around in time. Tomlin-esque in terms of the way he tells a story and super cerebral type stuff. And he's certainly respectful of what it means to come in here and try to win a game at Lambeau. He calls it next level when you come out as a visitor with a win. He's had that before. Team able to take the Packers off the field after 3 plays to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and he loves the history of football, right? He appreciates tradition, the love of the game, you know.
Back in the day, we're seeing Lindsey Nelson doing all those old Notre Dame broadcasts. Here is Wentz throwing on the run, a wobbler. Man is open. It's Goddard. Goddard, who grew up a Packer fanatic.
Basically, he falls down because the route was run so well.
Sanders dragged down. He was trying to find a way. All the knockdowns and sacks. That pass should have been more accurate that time to Ertz. In 12 games, I mean, it's not been the same crew in the same position, but 1 game.
Yeah, it's difficult, and part of the reason is
as it's too high on that throw for Hightower.
It's like I said, though, the O-line didn't play great on a play. Then Wentz didn't play great on a play. Then the receiver didn't get open on a play. It's like it just keeps going back and forth there.
Wentz has not completed 2 straight all day. Very well covered up this time, though. That was Michael Jacquet, by the way, who downed it brilliantly at the 1. Rodgers from 8 yards deep in the end zone, right down the middle of the field. And Adams somehow comes down with it for allowing their defense to play its game. As Jones slips through a tackle and gets to the 49-yard line. Boy, when we talk to
as the best receiver in the NFL, he's right on that Mount Rushmore with 3 or 4 guys.
2nd down and 4. Dumping it off for only a yard to Jones.
And it's led to this, such an unbelievable connection between the two, and we're seeing it right here.
It really is. Here they go, 3rd and 3. Lazard has it on the sideline on a drive that started just a moment ago back at the 1. It's Jones. Walker in front. Jones hurdles to the 11. As Jones bounces off Hicks and picks up the 1st down. Adams, 1-on-1 slays there, and he reaches across. It's a touchdown. Oh, they gave the ball to Aaron because it's his 400th touchdown pass. You see that? Adams was aware of it, and he made sure that Aaron walked away with the football.
Was the ball over? I know his foot touches out of bounds, but I think that ball was over.
Aaron gives it to one of the equipment managers for safekeeping. And the 7th player in NFL history to hit 400. Done it in the fewest number of games.
This is going to be a tough out. Last year, you just knew San Francisco was hard for them, right? With their team and their front.
Oh, it hits the upright. No good.
Well, and you see the tempo right here. Last year, they had success. Philadelphia.
3rd consecutive play for Hurts. Throws it deep. And it is caught by Rager, the rookie from TCU. So the first and second round picks.
And how about the throw right there? Hurts under pressure.
Hurts now. Rolling left. And getting back near the line of scrimmage, of course.
You know, a drive, something going in this game.
Second and 13, running lane for Scott. Makes a nice move. Boy, he runs with aggression.
Well, this is all Kelsey.
Holding.
Oh.
Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Of course, Snow, Brandon Brooks, no Lane Johnson. All those veteran important players out. Second and 22. And Tracy, let's go back down to handoff to Sanders with a wiggle. And not going to be able to escape Alexander as much as he tried.
And, you know, he probably could have got another 8-10 yards if he'd have cut up.
Yeah, and, you know, at least try to put yourself in range to get Elliott to knock it down to a 2-score game. They're caught at the 6. Johnston, by the way, pinning Green Bay inside the 15 on 3 of his 4 punts. The last 2 pinning him at the 1 and now the 6. Jamal Williams. What a run.
19.
Oh, and it's dropped by Lazard. Still remains very close to young Joe, one of his best buddies. Then the family moved back to Chico. Here is Adams with another grab.
When I say organized, really it's high school for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd play in the backyard with the neighbor kids and everything, you know, and that was fun, but I didn't play till high school.
19.
All kinds of time. Lazard finally leaves the area, and Rodgers throws it away. Could recognize from the booth, so a lot of players nicked today. Second and 10. And a really quick toss over to Williams for minimal gain. 3rd and 5.
158.
Adams up top. Adams is there for the first down. Ooh. Couple of hits to the head, but he's okay. And flash on the biceps. Gimpy on the sideline. Equanimous St. Brown with that catch from 2014. Fan-sided. And he wrote this little passage. Last Thursday night, Rodgers threw his 200th career touchdown pass to rookie wide receiver Davante Adams, which means Adams got 200 and 400 now. Packers fans and coaches hope that who's going to be down in Miami for Kansas City and the Dolphins. Here's a 2nd and 3. Stiff arm by Jones near the first down yardage. By strength of victory, a little notch behind Seattle at the moment on the NFC side.
Yeah, and the Saints are the one team who probably have the best defense in the NFC, or, you know.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Jones spinning, picking up the first. Who's been piling up touchdowns over the last couple of years. Oh, look at that handoff. A little trickery, but didn't fool the Eagles as Valdez-Scantling suffers a loss of 4. That was...
So empty formation. Rodgers is looking. Okay, is Davante Adams double teamed on the right? If not,
throws it while falling down, and Adams is waiting for it on the sideline.
Who's so in tune with everything and sees everything before the snap now. He's able to find the right guy consistently.
3rd and 6, end zone bound, and that time it's broken up. Adams was about to make another great catch, but it was beautifully defended by Avonte Maddox. Coach Schwartz, his coordinator, stand up for him and talk about how he did what they asked him to do in a lot of respects.
Well, they played him one-on-one the whole game, and they did that because they wanted to take away Russell Wilson's ability to create for the big plays. You knew you were going to give up stuff.
40-yard field goal is good by Crosby. as an NFL head coach, but LaFleur 21-6 in the regular season in season number 2. That's his overall record. Pretty remarkable stuff. And let's see who comes out at quarterback. They're going to go Hurts.
In a perfect spot to score.
Hurts able to stay on his feet to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and I think right now it's just to jumpstart your team. You just weren't doing anything, and with an offensive line that's not playing great, you know, you see what he can provide right there. He's able to get out, move. There was nobody open on the play before this. You know, when you haven't played a ton of football, you're not going to know the coverages and everything exactly what you would in year 3.
Those last 2 rushes, he's become the Eagles' top rusher for the game.
I do like what Doug's doing. He's like, listen, we're going to look at everything, including myself, play call. It's like, yeah, that's exactly. When your team is not playing up to its standard, then everyone has to look at themselves.
Good pass to Goddard.
Everyone's a part of play calling throughout the week, and then one guy calls it, but you're all putting the plans together. Someone else putting the play in.
3rd and 4, and that's Ertz from Hurts for a first down at the 23.
You've been waiting to say that.
I had no idea I'd have a chance, but it picks up.
From there, they're kind of showing some signs.
Showing some energy. First down. Able to get a yard out of it. 2nd and 9. Incomplete. 3rd and 9. Pulling it down, but out of bounds. Just a little too high for Ward.
The field goal, but ball's just a little high.
Rager for 34 and 1 by Ward in the first half for 8. That's it. 4th and 9. We got a flag coming up here on, I would think King's trying to make an appeal that Jeffrey would just mention had not been targeted, but
unfortunate because great ball by Hurts.
Offense number 17. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Coach back in the 1960 NFL championship game. Here's a return. And that is Malik Taylor to the 22.
But they do enough of it that makes it hard on other teams.
Rodgers rolls around Curry and throws it sideline to Tunyon with a catch. Play like this, they're going to be a tough out come January.
They're going to be a tough out. I'll tell you, this is their best offense in some time.
Whistle before the 2nd and 7 snap.
Now they're like, we're setting up these 3 plays with these 3.
Offense number 12. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Of course, you had the coaching change going in the last year with LaFleur coming in.
I don't see a lot of answers if everyone's healthy on how to slow this team down.
2nd and 12. Rodgers flings it while he's falling down and almost gets to Valdez-Scantling. 3rd and 12. Leaving the pocket. On the run. Incomplete. Rager is going to field this at the 26. Off a 1 hop. Picks it up. Uh-oh, watch out. Down the 40. Trying to wiggle past the punter. Stiff arms him. He's in. What a run back. This game ain't over.
We talked about it. You got to get him the ball more. You know, they've been trying. It's just hard. He run, and you want to get back in the game. You just talked about it. Get him the ball. Let him go in one play.
Look at the way he tries to figure out how to get around J.K. Scott, and he does.
Does a great job staying in, and then does a phenomenal job right here when you see, what do I do here? What do I do? Just a great decision.
Head fake, stiff arm.
Yep, and give himself more space so he can actually, like if Scott was smart, he'd have forced him obviously back inside while slowing him up.
but they're not going to get there. Including 2007 with Philadelphia, but a good part of his time was in Indianapolis back in the Peyton years and part of that first Super Bowl title.
V19! V19!
Quick toss to Jones. No gain.
V19! V19!
2nd and 9. Adams going to lose 2 on the catch. Except it wasn't.
It wasn't.
V19! V19!
3rd and 10. Rodgers with all day, but no one there. And the Eagles take him off the field in 3 plays.
Did it again, so.
Let's see what Rager can do again. A lot of hang time here is going to earn a fair catch. Now we might have the makings of a memorable one here. And off to Sanders. Pushes the pile for 5.
But you are picking up the tempo. You are doing everything a little bit faster, getting on the ball, working a little bit of clock.
Sanders falls close to it, but probably inches shy. Now from the pocket. Hurts. Trying to target Jeffrey. You can tell he's just not himself.
No,
He's not getting separation. The speed's not there. Again, nagging foot injury. 2nd and 10. Oh, and they've got Hurts this time by the Packers. 3rd and 13. Pass incomplete, going for Hurts. Would not have been enough for the first anyway. This kid Cameron Johnston's done a fine job today, pinning the Packers inside the 10. And this one's not what he was looking for. It bounced out near the 20. Minnesota rallies in overtime against Jacksonville. 1st and 10. Jones. 3 Eagles on him. 2nd and 7. Big running lane, and Jones takes off into the secondary, and now sprinting down the sideline